Welcome back to Twitter Titty Twisters. It's me, yours truly, the Federico Fellini of Funbags, Dalton Pruitt. And I'm taking myself a gander here at Ash at Hitwoman over on X, formerly Twitter. And this is what it's all about, folks. This is what I've been talking about when it comes to a big old set of jugs. What do I say, everybody? Meat and mystique. I think, as we engage with big old titties as an audience, I think, something I look for from the owner of the honkers is restraint. To utilize the effectiveness of restraint. Obviously, show us some booby meat, but then keep something shrouded in mystery and allow us as the gazers, the lookers upon of the titties to wonder, to want, to fill in the gaps in our minds. It's a much more, to me, effective presentation of gazongas than just making them bare for the world to see, to reveal all. Give us credit as audience. Allow us to do some work on our own, and I think it's a much more rewarding and fulfilling relationship between booby haver and booby enjoyer. And I recently watched half of the Barbie movie, and there's a scene in it that actually, I think is pertinent to what I'm talking about, where Barbie and Ken are the second time that they're getting booked at the police station. The first time, the police officers were ogling the scantily clad Barbie, and now she's dressed more modestly, and one of the officers looks to the other and says, "She looks even better." And the other officer says, "Because you can imagine more." So, Greta Gerwig and we're on this. We know what's up. I've been talking about this for a long time, and we're seeing it here we're seeing it here with Ash's big fat titties, because she's got them just really completely mystified, just completely shrouded, but they're bulbous, bulging, busting out of this button down shirt, and obviously, and it appears to be a brassiere under there as well, but we don't see any meat. But the shirt itself, the tension that these big jugs are causing this shirt, the way it's all, it appears to be pushed to its limits. Buttons are creaking and straining, holding this shirt together as these giant tits press upon the fabric. I think this is a wonderful exhibition of what I always talk about: meat and mystique. The power of suggestion, the power of imagination. There's just, you don't need to reveal everything to your audience. We are intuitive people. We are smarter than most booby havers give us credit for. I'm thinking back to a few years ago. I was at the Metrograph, which is a sort of a repertory theater in New York, and I was at a screening of Mulholland Drive, the David Lynch movie, and it's a film that's notorious for being kind of incomprehensible, and nobody knows what it's about. It's a very mysterious movie. And after the film, the cinematographer Peter Deming did a Q&A with the audience, and someone in the audience asked him the question. They said, "So did David Lynch ever say on set what this movie's about?" And Peter Deming, who worked on the movie as the cinematographer, said, the rule on set was just don't even ask David what's going on with this movie. He's not going to tell anybody. He's not telling the audience. He's not telling any of the cast and crew. We're just making a movie. And they made this movie, much like this big pair of titties, where not all is revealed to us as, the audience gazing upon it, but we still feel it. We still feel what's happening, as we look upon tits like this, or as we look upon, Naomi Watts and Isabella Rossellini having lesbian sex. we don't know why these things are happening. We don't know what's going on, but we're having a good time, watching this. And so I really appreciate what I'm seeing here with completely covered, clothed tits. You could wear it. I mean, she could wear this into an office. When she goes to sell, life insurance at the office or whatever she does. This, that ain't nobody could really go to HR about this, but it's very saucy. It's very saucy and distracting, and there's a lot of guys there who are gonna go home to their shrewd wives, and as they're getting yapped to, yep, they're gonna be thinking back on these big fat tits just bulging out of this elegant button down. So I say 10 out of 10 wood motorboat.